So this week we're discussing the role of an auditor and what they have in the accounting profession. So an auditor is actually not only important to the accounting profession, but I think it's important just to the overall economy as a whole. They ensure financial integrity is being maintained or being focused on, and not only are publicly traded companies that are on the New York Stock Exchange or other stock exchanges throughout the country or the world, but also in our privately held companies. A lot of business owners that hold their businesses themselves, don't have it on a stock exchange, they still require their books to be audited, and which is very wise of them. So I'll just kind of go through some of the bullet points of this discussion. So the role of an auditor, there's internal auditors that a company hires to make sure that the books are being maintained. Then they also have external auditors come in, usually on a quarterly basis, and they come in and they ensure that that the books are accurate and that they reflect how the business is doing financially, not that the books are being manipulated to make the business more profitable, or maybe some other fraudulent things are going on, like someone's laundering money from the business or something like that. So who are the big four accounting firms? So there is KPMG, there is Deloitte & Touche, there is Ernst & Young, and I'm forgetting one of them, PricewaterhouseCoopers. Those are the big four accounting firms. Essentially what they are is they're just the largest accounting firms in the country. I think the fifth one, as of the recording in this video, would probably be Artisan McGladrey. There used to be, but the four that I mentioned are the largest by far, and so they're throughout the country and throughout the world, and so they are referred to as the big four. It used to be the big five accounting firms, and so the fifth one, which was the largest one, was Arthur Andersen, and they actually got into trouble because they were the auditors of Enron, which is the largest corporate accounting fraud in the history of the United States. And so they were found to be involved in that fraud, or at least negligent in it through the court system. And so I think they still operate. I think they're down in Texas, but I'm not sure on that. And they have around 13 employees, and they go under a completely different name now. And so they're not known as Arthur Andersen, and they're not anywhere close to the size that they were beforehand. And so, anyways, there's the big four. Sarbanes-Oxley was a law. It's created, or it's named after the creators of the law, or the guys who wrote the law. And the law is written as a result of Enron and that corporate fraud that took place. One of the more important ones that you're going to run into aspects of that law is delegation of duties. And basically what it's saying is that multiple people need to be involved in transactions. So for example, if I'm the one who writes the checks for a business to pay the bills, I need to have someone who approves those bills and also reviews those checks as a way of showing that I can't just write out checks to whoever I want using the corporate funds. I need to have someone who's essentially watching me, not only just someone else, but maybe 2 or 3 or 4 other people. And so if you delegate those duties, it's a lot harder for 3 or 4 people to get away with the fraud as opposed to just one person. So that way you minimize the risk of fraud by having multiple people involved in one transaction. Please list the steps of the accounting cycle. So you're going to want to list the steps such as, and I'm not going to tell them to you here, so you have to research them. Where you analyze the transaction, you journalize it, you post it to the ledger, your financial statements are going to come in there, and also your adjusting entries. So be sure a quick Google search should pull that up for you. And why is auditors important to the accounting profession? Well, like I just said, it maintains the integrity of the financial statements and ensures it upholds investor confidence. Okay, so whenever I invest in a company, I can know that they're doing as well as what I see on the financial statements, because auditors like the big four, like PricewaterhouseCoopers, KPMG, Deloitte & Touche, they are the ones, and Ernst & Young, they're the ones that review the books and say, yes, these financial statements can be relied upon to accurately reflect how the business is doing financially. And the companies do pay for the accounting firms to do these audits. But they get this return out of there because one, it's required by law, and two, because it helps with investor confidence and helps them gain more investors. Because it's like, see, these confident professionals who know financial statements, who know the accounting profession, are reviewing your books and saying, yes, we are doing stuff accurately and forthright, so you can rely upon this information. So hope this helps everyone. Let me know if you have any questions, and look forward to reading all your discussion posts.